Well, I suppose old Eric S. Vaughn and his companion there, Bill Black, need a little updating on their self-serving docu-series that doesn't bother to mention that Bill Black came along in 1989. Isn't that fascinating? He come along in 1989, and that was after the crash. That was way after it all got exposed. You see, Bill Black, there were people on the ground a decade before anybody ever heard your name. And one thing I find very curious about this con that is being played all over these theaters is all the land swindles that caused the crash in the first place. They don't seem to appear in the docuseries. You know, not even a mention of Rio Rancho, or let's see, not even a mention of Estrella, the 20,000 acre scam of Charlie Keating, Estrella, and all the other fake paper land developments that Charlie Keating had on the books at Lincoln. The Bushes aren't even mentioned. I mean, Neil Bush and Silverado and the mafia trash from Wilmington, Delaware, the old BB&T Bank, not even a mention of them. You don't cover any of the massive land swindles in Utah. That's quite interesting, Eric S. Vaughn. I see that you're from Utah, and I don't know, maybe all that land swindling in Utah is just right over your head, Eric S. Vaughn. Now back to Bill Black for a minute. Let's get into Bill Black's self-serving monologue. The best way to rob a bank is to own one. Well, you know, the best way to own a bank, to rob it, is to be the kleptocracy that owns the holding company, Bill Black. Let's talk about the bankster gangsters and the holding companies. Here you go, Bill Black. That takes it upstairs a little bit for you now, doesn't it? Down in Houston, Texas, I don't know, about a decade before Bill Black even got a job at the Office of Thrift Supervision, OTS there. You see, the FDIC and FSLIC was massively robbed and crashed and exposed, and then years later the Office of Thrift Supervision was created. So Bill Black came in late, very late. He come in after the fact. But one thing that is alarming in this docu-series called The Con is they don't bother to explain to the people the kind of liquidations and what was being liquidated in the aftermath of the massive gang rape gang rape of the banks and the savings and loans by organized crime. That is well known to U.S. Treasury, the Secret Service, Postal Inspection Service. I mean, they knew about the organized criminals that were robbing the S&Ls and the banks. And let's see. Department of Justice, IRS, there's so many law enforcement agencies, including all the state attorney generals, Eric S. Vaughn. But back to Utah, buddy. Let's talk about all those massive land swindles of the LDS Mormon Church. Yeah, there you go. The recreational dirt road land developments, the unlawful paper and illegal unrecorded land subdivisions all over Utah. There's one for you, Eric S. Vaughn. I guess you forgot to mention all the colonists. Not even a whisper of the colonists, William S. Black, because old Bill Black there, he knows damn well that the land swindles that later got called the colonists are massive land swindles from Florida to Hawaii to Alaska to Maine and everywhere in between, Bill Black. That's how the banks and the S&Ls got robbed in the first place. These giant land swindles, similar to Estrella and Rio Rancho. You know, Bill Black, beware of the ranchero racketeers. That was going on in the 60s, Bill Black. 1989's like much later. And I'm kind of interested, Bill Black, when did you figure out that the people that you were working for, the Office of Thrift Supervision, was rotten to the core? Crooked as crooked could be, the people that you were working with. Just as crooked as could, I mean, it's, how many millions and billions of dollars in damages did the Office of Thrift Supervision recover for the victims of these crimes, Bill Black? Why don't you give us some of those numbers? Zip. Right, Bill Black? Just zip. So my suggestion is either tell the whole story or the con is a con. Now, why you're doing it, I'm not real sure, but if you can't tell the whole damn story, don't bother to tell it at all, because it goes way, 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 way past what happened in Ohio. Ohio isn't even the beginning of it. It's not even the tip of the iceberg what went down in Ohio. I'm sorry, Bill Black, but the best way to rob a bank is to be a very good friend to Bill Clinton's, your pal Bill Clinton, and be a really good pal to the Bushes and to the Obamas. And to be a really, really good pal to like William Seidman. You remember William Seidman, Bill Black? I bet you do. And Danny Wall. And, the Southwest scam there on the backs of Firea. Yeah, the old Firea scam. And covering up and whitewashing and silencing all the whistleblowers. Because here's a news flash for you, Bill Black. You might not like it, but I'm the guy that was right up in the FBI and the Assistant U.S. Attorney's grill in Houston. I was also up in Henry B. Gonzalez, Lloyd Benson, Phil Graham, old Conroe, Texas Phil Graham. You know what I'm talking about, Bill Black. Phil Graham. And all the other dirtbag slobs, not only all over Texas, but all over the United States, that have whitewashed and covered up this fact. Every damn last bit of this whole fiasco is a great big real estate swindle con, using fake papers and fake appraisals and breaking all kind of recording laws. John O'Brien knows damn well that I know what I'm talking about, and so does Jeff Thigpen. And there might be people out there that don't like the fact that, I'm being critical here. But, if somebody doesn't ask the hard questions, Eric S. Vaughn, your series gets passed off as, some kind of an accurate account of what happened, when it's nowhere near complete. If you're going to tell the story, Mr. Vaughn, tell the whole story. And if you can't tell the whole story, well, I don't know, just go back to brushing your hair. Okay, I'm going to leave it right there. All the links and information you need are below. And you know something, I'm going to tell you. The largest crime spree in the history of the world. It was called that long, long, long before Eric S. Vaughn decided to make his series. Folks, I'm going to leave it right there.